guys, my name is Leela from Uku-Lela Therapy, and today we're going to talk about self-care. Before we begin, I encourage you to go to the link in my description to download my worksheet that goes along with this video. So to start off, I'm going to play a little song for you, my guitar, and then we will go back later and talk about the lyrics and how they relate to self-care. For now, just enjoy the music.
Tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and down, you're on the street. When evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. When darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. If you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
So this is a really great song to use to talk about self-care, but before we talk about that, I want to answer 3 questions really quickly. 1, why is self-care important? 2, when do I use self-care? And 3, how do I make sure my self-care routine is effective? So 1, why is self-care important? I believe in our society that mental well-being is not seen quite as important as physical well-being. This may cause some people to see self-care as a selfish thing, which it could be if you use it to justify eating ice cream every night, but the idea of self-care is not selfish. So this past Saturday, I fell over nothing and sprained my foot and had to go to the emergency room. And they told me, put ice on it, keep it elevated, don't walk on it too much, take pain medication if you need to, and just let it heal. If I just ignored my foot and kept walking on it and ignored the doctor's advice, and I'm saying I don't need any of that stuff, then it would get worse and it wouldn't heal right, and the healing would take a lot longer. And people don't say I'm lazy because I can't get up and help with groceries and stuff, because I literally cannot do it. I could try to do it, but it would be a bad idea. So we have to do this with our emotions and our mental health also. So ignoring it, pretending it's not there, walking on it when I'm not supposed to, not putting ice on it, that's not going to make your problems go away, and it'll probably make it worse. So you need to find ways of taking care of yourself that work for you. So self-care is important because 1, if you haven't helped yourself, it's hard to help others. So if I haven't let my foot heal, then it's hard for me to help others with the groceries. 2, it's important because if you're stressed and overwhelmed and worried, it's going to be harder for you to get things done and you're not going to be as productive. So self-care allows you to enter a more focused state with a clearer mind to help you get the things done that you need to do. Second question, when do I use self-care? Obviously there's a balance between treating yourself to ice cream every night and never ever doing any self-care activity. The first step in knowing when to use self-care is learning to recognize your warning signs. What do you start doing when you feel really stressed and overwhelmed? For me, I just get really angry and frustrated at really little stupid things. So when I feel like I could just throw my coffee cup because the coffee is too cold, I know it's time for me to just step back and take a break for a while. It's not uncommon to feel guilty for partaking in self-care, and that's why I think it's so important to schedule your self-care time. Literally write in self-care time in your planner, iCalendar, Google Calendar, or whatever you use. Okay, so think about what your warning signs are, and that should tell you when will be a good time to use self-care. Or if you just schedule it in your schedule, you could avoid feeling stressed and frustrated altogether. Third question, how do I make sure my self-care routine is effective? 1. Recognize your warning signs. 2. Figure out self-care techniques that work for you. 3. Execute. So first, recognizing warning signs we already talked about. Second, figuring out what works for you. If you know what you enjoy doing to relax, then you know what works for you. But I also encourage you to try new things. And there are so many benefits to trying new things. Confidence, inspiration, happiness, etc. So I just wrote this blog post that has a list of self-care techniques for each aspect of your well-being. There's physical, emotional, spiritual, there's 5 of them. Can't remember them. If you want some ideas for self-care techniques, there's a link to that blog post in my description. So just find the things that you love doing. Okay, let's finally talk about this song. So this song is full of metaphors, and I think the main idea is just being a bridge or a support system for a friend when they're going through a hard time. In this case, our bridge will be self-care techniques. Of course, leaning on friends and building friendships can be a good self-care technique. So our troubled waters are things that we struggle with, or some of our warning signs. So it could be stress, anxieties, frustration, clouded thinking, and the bridge will be your self-care techniques to help you get over those things, such as taking a walk, calling a friend, playing guitar, and those things lead you to clear mind, productivity, and happiness. If you're having serious issues with these things, I encourage you to seek professional help. There's something that I think is so important to point out about this bridge, is the foundation of the bridge has to be attitude. Nothing is really that effective with a bad attitude. Okay, so that's basically what my worksheet is just the bridge and you filling out what your troubled waters are, what your bridge is. So your assignment is just to figure those things out. You can from my worksheet or not, but at least writing down your warning signs, which are like your troubled waters, and your favorite self-care techniques, at least 3, and implement them sometime in the next week. Try scheduling this time, because if it's actually in your schedule, then maybe you have a better chance of doing it and not feeling guilty about it. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what your favorite self-care techniques are and what some of your warning signs are. And don't forget to subscribe for more music therapy videos. Have a great day.